Greetings of peace and harmony. It's Eliza D. Carter, and I want to share a story with you that is dear to my heart. I'm going to take it really brief because I want you to kind of get why I'm giving you the story, because it leads up to something I think that would be of great value to you. In 2015, my heart was broken, literally, because I had watched for the last 8 years prior to that a person who was the kind of woman and matriarch in my family. And she was my sister, yes. And she would take people under her wing. She took me under her wing when it came to business. She knew at the age of 16 that she was opening up her own accounting firm. She did everybody's taxes, and she had multiple streams of income. And so she worked for some prominent Black-owned companies, and she had some health issues along the way. And one of them was she had 62 fibroid tumors in her stomach. And so they wanted to put her in the Guinness World Record book, but she didn't allow them to do all of that. But she had the doctor remove them. And, some complications came. And, one day she found herself with all of her success, depressed, mentally on overload. And that took her to a space of having a nervous breakdown. Yes, I said it. And nobody saw it coming. All I knew was she was a person who always gave out information and once again took you under her wing and gave you tools that you were able to use and capitalize off of. And, watching her go from this vibrant woman traveling the world, working in places and obtaining her dreams and her visions and having the responsibility of sharing it with others, but doing it in the most loving way, to one day calling me and saying, "Eliza, come get me." And I'm saying, "Where are you at?" She said, "I'm in the park." I'm like, "What city you're in?" Because I live over this city and you live over this state. And, come to find out, she was back in our hometown in Philadelphia. And when I met up with her, she says, "I'm not sure that I really know you." So I knew something serious was going on with her. And here's a situation. I'm a stress specialist. I'm going through my own challenges, like a divorce at the time. And I'm looking at my sister, who's always been a strength, a pillar that you could lean on, come to and talk to just about anything. And she was a solution finder. And so here I am looking at her and saying, what could have happened in her life of this great success that she couldn't keep it together? And I say all this to say to you, sometimes we don't realize that mental overload and that stress has become so common, especially after this pandemic, however you see it. And we have to get into a place now where we take these mental breaks. And that was the purpose, one of the many purposes of why I know that I received this download to write a book on 10 top principles of why you should take many mental vacations, why you need them, and how it will boost your creativity, ignite your vitality, and bring you a level of peace to reset anytime you need to. And therefore, I want you to think about in your life right now, when do you take vacations? Is it always planning out the big, large vacations that sometimes make you feel more stressed out, just planning it? And then get to the vacations and you want all of this, you're doing all this running around and sightseeing and wanting to be here and there and create these historical, memorable events, but yet you go home depleted because you did not take or did not know how important it was to rest and reset, and to have some principles in place that you can use every day. And know that sometimes it's not the 7-day vacation. It could be the 1-hour vacation that mentally disconnect. Well, this book is built off of the top 10 principles you can put in place in your life. And today, if you pre-order it, you will become a sponsor in my book. And if you would like to have an ad in the book, that's fine. The ads are very limited, but I can say to you, if you pre-order the book, it will be a gift to your life that will keep on giving for the rest of your life. It'll be a book that you revisit over and over again. Because once you put the principles in place and you understand how valuable it is for you to preserve yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically, and how we're getting older and older and older, and we're supposed to be wiser, being more intentional, and knowing how to get into that place of ease and effortlessness, and not always in the hustle and the bustle. Because after a while, it will wear and tear on you in places you had no idea. Heart disease is the #1 killer in the Black community. And so I want you to take this serious. Pre-order this book. It will change your life because the price will double. This book is of great value. It has already changed how I operate just from writing it. And I thought I had some key components in place, and I do. As a master breathologist and a practitioner of stress relief, ancient tools, absolutely. But there's always a new level that you need to take your mind and body to bring it into harmony consistently. So if this is you, look at the link below. Thanks for listening. And remember, if you don't do these things for you, nobody else can. And it doesn't make sense to run around for everything else and not make yourself the top priority. And make sure that dementia and Alzheimer's and sickness and disease are not what you have to deal with, but you have the tools so you can evade some of that. And you can put the key components in place to preserve yourself at the highest level. So thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. And thanks for purchasing my book. And give it as a gift to someone else. These are kind of gifts that our family members need. We all have somebody in our family that calls us with some extra drama sometimes because they don't have the coping skills. And most of us don't have the coping skills. And we need to upgrade and really take into account that your mind is your wealth. And taking many mental vacations will serve you well and those around you as well. Peace and love. I'm Eliza D. Carter, and I am the founder of the Breathing Experience Academy. See you soon.